Hey guys, I'm Kennedy Gooden, and this is The Scoop. The Super Bowl is known for drawing in millions of viewers nationwide for the game itself, the halftime show, and last but certainly not least, the commercials. This year, although meeting many people's expectations of memorable Super Bowl commercials, the way in which expectations were met went against the usual. As stated by the Washington Post, the commercials got people talking, even politically. The Budweiser commercial took to challenging and opening up conversation to viewers everywhere as the commercial centered around the story of young immigrants' journey to America. Other commercials that made the top 5 included Honda's innovative take of turning dreams into reality with pictures of celebrities' past yearbook photos, Buy Brand's witty promotion of their product with an old fan favorite song, and T-Mobile's risque advertising angle. With the various angles of commercials, there's no denying that this year's commercials got people talking and will continue to keep us talking until next year. HBO College is inviting all students to an exclusive premiere screening of Girls. The free showing, this Wednesday evening at 5:30, will air the show's final season in Telfair Pete Theater, room 128. Food and beverages will be provided. University Program Council is getting ready for Mardi Gras. They will be hosting a cooking workshop led by Chef Christine Healy, who will be showing students how to create a list of Cajun dishes. The workshop will be held Thursday evening in Spittle Hall, room 238. 24 students are welcome to attend. To RSVP, visit AU Involve. This Saturday, Auburn's Dance Marathon will host their annual main event, benefiting the local Children's Miracle Network Hospital in Columbus. The day of dancing for charity begins at 10 in the morning and will last until midnight. This year's event will feature appearances from current Miracle families, singer Tim Tyler, and games throughout the day. The final event will reveal if Auburn's Dance Marathon group met its fundraising goal of $500,000 for the kids. New Year's resolutions have a habit of falling by the wayside shortly after the celebrations end. Some students here, however, are staying committed to their goals.
As the New York Times put it, there are those who would say that 2016 was not just darker, but their darkest ever. Or as they would more likely put it, worst year ever. This conclusion was declared everywhere across the globe, along with a song of hope for the new year. I interviewed students on Auburn's campus to see what they hope for in 2017 and what a narrator might say about their upcoming year.
If a narrator was talking about my 2017, I would say it would be all about just really focusing on deep relationships and making a difference in each moment that I do have on Auburn's campus. Just spending time in the Word and just making the most of every moment I have here.
And so he begins the year with eyes widened with the sight of Philadelphia or the big city and double shot espressos, hoping to make the one final push into graduation, the one last run of the marathon of college.
My new year is going to look like less embarrassing moments and more Chick-fil-A.
My next year is going to be a lot more wins. A lot more wins and a lot less L's, let's just say that.
I think it's safe to say that across the board, Auburn students have hope for a brighter 2017. I'm Mary Grace Long, reporting for Eagle Eye TV, Channel 6.
Forbes.com suggests keeping on track with your New Year's resolutions by setting specific goals, telling friends and family members about them, and scheduling time for them in your daily routine. That's all I have for this week's entertainment news. Up next, we'll hear from the Weekly Sweep panel. You're watching Eagle Eye TV, Channel 6.
In our own little way, each of us craves connection. It's not always easy to pinpoint, but you can feel it. What we need is somewhere to unwind and explore, somewhere where expressing our personalities is a delicious journey. Imagine a place that treats your taste buds to new possibilities, a fresh retreat from normal, where you don't order food, you inspire flavor. A place where the toppings you choose can express your character, and the only thing more important than quality ingredients is someone to share them with. Pizza doesn't just bring out our favorite flavors, it brings out our favorite personalities. And with over 78 billion possible pizza combinations at Pieology, we invite you to express your own. Just bring your imagination, we'll take care of the rest.
Hey guys, welcome to the Weekly Sweep. This week on panel we returned with Jayla, William, and Kennedy, and And I'm Charlesley. So we're going to jump right into our topics today. Jayla?
All right, so one of my high school friends, I've known her since middle school though, but like, high school most recent, went viral with the ego challenge. She started it herself. Like, she posted it on Snapchat first, like, yo, I'm just doing this little thing, and she was rapping over Beyonce's song Ego. And
okay.
Yeah. So like I was like, ooh, that's really clever, singing on top of Ego. And of course that was one of my favorite songs back in the day. And she was basically talking about her insecurities and the things that don't make her perfect, but she was like praising them basically. And she threw like little snide remarks in there about like the president and this and that, and like how her skin is really dark and this and that. But she was uplifting herself on top. And then she started singing the chorus of Ego, which is I'm this, I'm that. I got a big ego. And a lot of people saw that and was like, it was really positive. And Danielle Brooks from Orange is the New Black, who plays Tasty, she did it. And she shouted out Jane within her own ego challenge. And I was like, Jane, someone famous mentioned you.
Oh my God.
And it got even bigger when Cynthia did it. I can't remember Cynthia's last name, but she won a Tony this year for playing Sophia in The Color Purple on Broadway. And it made it to the daytime TV show The Real, which is hosted by Tamara Mowry, Adrienne Bailon, Cheetah Girl. I think Lonnie Love is her name, and Jimmy Mai. And it was just really big, and we were just really proud of her. We're like, Jane, you've come so far. So go do the ego challenge if you got the skills, because I have no rapping skills whatsoever.
Let's see, I want to see you do it. Next episode.
Yes, next episode. You got me there.
All right, William, what's your topic for today?
All right, so Netflix is like really well known for putting out really like quality content, like Stranger Things and stuff, for example. But we've all grown up with Bill Nye, and so Netflix, of course, is taking full advantage of that and is deciding to roll out a new Bill Nye the Science Guy TV show. This is basically going to be the same thing as like the old one, but I think it's a little more adult-oriented. They're going to be exploring wider, I think, more serious topics, but still having like a bit of fun with it. Premieres April 21st, and guys, I'm really excited about this. I know, okay, listen, I got a Bill Nye Science Guy t-shirt, and all right, I own this stuff. I'm all about Bill Nye. Just throwing that out there.
But do you know anything about science?
No.
Me neither.
Not so effective. All right, Kennedy, your topic.
All right, you guys. So if you guys watched Jane the Virgin, or you're wanted to watch it, or you're in the season, I'm very sorry, because I have some spoiler alerts for you guys, and Jayla's even mad at me for doing this.
Yeah.
But so a character died on the show, and that character is Michael. And if you don't know who Michael is, I'll kind of break it down for you the best that I can without talking forever. So Jane the Virgin Jane's the main character, and she's like in this love triangle the whole time. And so she's with Michael, and then she's with Raphael, and then Michael and Raphael, and it goes back and forth.
Then she marries Michael.
Yeah, and then she marries Michael, and so on their wedding night, Michael, who is a police officer, he has a partner, but really his partner wasn't his partner. She was impersonated from this lady called Sinrustra, who's like the bad guy, and so she had on a mask and was acting like her the whole time. So funny story, while Michael and Jane are on their wedding night, he goes to get ice because they have champagne, and so he's in the hallway and he sees his partner, and so he goes Roll Tide to her because she's from Alabama and she doesn't say it back, and so he's like, wait a minute, and so he's like, who are you? And so she shoots him, and really it's Sinrustra. So people think he's dead then, but he's really not. And so going into the season 3, he's not dead, he's good, he's alive, and then you find out that he has a condition, and so he dies.
For real this time?
In season 3, yes.
Wow.
And I found this out. It was a spoiler for me too, because I'm honestly not caught up. I'm just finished season 2, and I watched the first episode of season 3, and now it's on episode 9 that just recently passed. So I was really distraught. But the writer said that she gave us foreshadowing it, and she was saying this was going to happen because she had a quote saying, for as long as Michael lived until he drew his very last breath, he would love Jane. So she was saying, okay, eventually Michael's going to die. And so he's dead, but the cute thing about it, which I know is like, what, death cute?
Right.
But Gina Rodriguez, who plays Jane, she posted on Instagram a couple of posts about Brett Deer, who's the main character who plays Michael. And she's saying how she's gonna miss him, and then he also sent her a video to her just playing Michael after they filmed the scene, and he was saying that he would always love her and that he's always gonna be her best friend.
I'm so sad right now.
So yeah, it's really sad. sad, but
I'm literally crying.
And then, last but not least, they also are going to be jumping 3 years ahead in the show after the death. So a lot of stuff is happening, and so it's almost like they're doing a new pilot. So a lot of changes are going to be happening, and so when they flash forward, you see that they're together. Mateo, who is Jane's son, even though she's a virgin, she has a son with Raphael, who's the other guy. And they're walking at a wedding, but we don't know whose wedding it is. So that'll be interesting to see.
Moral of the story, don't say roll tide.
Lest you die. All right, well, on to lighter subjects. Jake Gyllenhaal, one of, well, the hottest men alive, and also one of my favorite actors, has taken to Broadway for the rendition of Sunday with George in the Park.
Oh,
is that it? Sunday in the Park with George.
Yes.
Yes! That's it, tongue twister right there. He released a video on Facebook of him practicing singing because it's a musical. Oh my gosh! I screamed the whole time because not only is this man just the epitome of sexiness, but on top of that, he can hit these high falsetto notes. Oh.
When did he start singing?
Yeah, right. Like, when did that happen? I don't know. But if you haven't watched the video, you need to go and check it out because it's magical. It'll bless you in every kind of way possible.
It made me happy, you know, about Michael dying.
Right? Yeah, it'll make you feel better about Jake the Virgin.
I watched it last night and I was like cured after that. Everything was great.
Like, it's Jake Gyllenhaal. Gotcha.
Right? All right, well, if you'd like to join the discussion, follow us on Twitter at EagleEyeTV and tweet us using the hashtag WeeklySweep. Thanks for watching, and War Eagle.
War Eagle.